My name is Kevin Berg. This is What Was I Saying, blog KDB. I'm here to provoke thought and move humanity just a little bit forward. I think it's going to be my last video for a while about work and stuff like that. Maybe. It's funny, I just put this analogy together. I was talking about Dana and Dana, the transitioning. And when Dana was close to being broken up, and I forgot what the company that bought them for. ZF Transmissions bought them, actually. And I think ZF's in Lamborghini too. Anyhow, so when that was happening, and you could tell by the plant, the hours were going down. Time and a half wasn't there. Double time was definitely not there. There was more management, this and that, and you see stuff going on, and you got vice presidents visiting, say your job's safe. And when that happens, your job is not safe. It happened to me. Your job's fine. Your job's not going anywhere. I have a lot of faith in you guys. I really appreciate your work. A month later, pink slip. That's just how it happens. They do a bullshit parade so you don't quit right away. Because they still need you, unfortunately. So when Dana was laying off people, when Dana was downsizing, when Dana was going to a less hours of production and manufacturing and creating, my dad's like, I heard things are going on in Jeep. I heard things are going on in Jeep. And Jeep is huge in Toledo. Jamie Farr. Jeep. Solanas now? I don't know what the hell the name of it is. Anyhow, and Jeep's kind of basically still owns Toledo, I'm pretty sure. They hiccup. We get Toledo used to get a cold or a cough. So my dad's like, I know a lot of the guys from Dana are hanging out at the bar with the people from Jeep. I know a lot of guys that every almost night they go to that bar. And his friend Ray started, going to that bar. And I think, that's how he got it in with Jeep. My mom's like, why don't you do that, Harvey? Why don't you hang with that, Harvey? Why don't you go to that bar? And then you can become one of them. Possibly, if there's an opening at Jeep, they can consider you as you pal around, as you bond over beers, cigarettes, whatever, cigars, as you bond in that kind of environment. Only bringing this up because my dad did not get that job at Jeep. My dad did not like to spend his time in bars and sit there and drink at the end of the night or weekend or whatever. And if you do, that's fine. I'm just going to give you an analogy of life does not, a lot of things change, but nothing changes. So with that being said, I spoke of an interview I had way back when. It was my third interview. I traveled twice to see him, once to see him, maybe twice even to see him, to Marysville at the time. It was a landscape company. They were up and coming, this, that, and the other. And I think I spoke of this in the story. They're like, And this is before they built up Lane Avenue and stuff. So it was a long time ago, like 15 years ago. Or not. Yeah, maybe like 12 years ago. They were like, we have the top floor. It was called the Lane Club, I think. I forgot people, so don't get on me. It was a bar on Lane. It was known for being on Lane. I don't know what the heck it was, but anyhow, we had the whole top floor every Saturday home football game. I had one kid. I had a brand new house. I had a mortgage. I wanted to have a job. I understand company culture. I understand getting along. I understand how to be part of it. Not football. I haven't had a drink in 3-4 years, maybe. I had a half a beer or whatever. I don't drink. I don't sit at bars and watch sports. I don't want to. And if you do, that's fine. I'm just showing you how things don't change. And this is my third interview. I mean, the guy was in car sales. We talked about car sales. I closed the deal. I told him I was, ready and everything else. And they were like, this is why I probably didn't get the job. I didn't have any reaction of how gracious and so not exceptional, but so wow, what a benefit. I'm looking for a job. I am looking for a job. I'm not looking for a recreational buddy. And people are going to say that and say, well, Kevin, that's part of the culture. That's part of this. I completely understand that. I went to chemical abstracts. No one was around Thursday or Friday when it was Ohio State games. I want to do the job, not necessarily get it because I can hang with you when we're drinking. But that also brings up another thing. At Conway, the guy who got promoted to corporate, he was a drinker. With Spencer Whipper, he was a drinker. I told you, he printed up the old book he was reading and read it on the toilet. He got so mad when I made late flights, like 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the afternoon to leave. He's like, ah! A lot of things change. A lot of things stay the same. As well as the culture of a lot of these companies, they have promoted those that have jobs that were not really that responsibility heavy. Because that is just how job careers and transitioning and the culture and things work. So now you're looking for work and other people have advanced more quickly than they would have been in a society that thinks of the work ethic in a different way. No right or wrong, just in a different way. So, but I wanted to share that story about, it's the culture sometimes. If you don't match their culture, that's it. That's it. Right or wrong, different, folks. There is a culture at many of these places. My name's Kevin Berg. This is What Was I Saying, Blog KDB. I'm here to provoke thought and move humanity just a little bit further. And with that, we pray. Pray for you, pray for me, pray for world peace, pray for everybody traveling to and fro. Pray for the trains going back and forth. Pray for the people on the cross rockets. Pray for the first responders. Anybody in uniform, anybody who served, has served, fighting with PTSD. Still fighting. Anybody in the hospital, outside of the hospital, all first responders, anybody in the medical field, as well as anybody in the hospital, out of the hospital, and in better day. And with that, God bless you. Moving me forward. Thank you. Kevin out.